Joyride means a home to come to that I'm surrounded by the people here, the staff, the clients, the riders, the horses. The joy of watching them accomplish riding horses and just being outside and listening to the instructors. It meets a need. It meets a need in my heart. Even though I'm filled with family and grandchildren, this is totally different.
We are at Joyride, and we are here for my son to ride with Miss Lee. And this is his therapy for the week. Jaden has cerebral palsy, and he is fully involved, meaning his arms and legs don't move the way he wants them to. He does understand though, so he can understand what's going on, but he can't respond back to you in a timely manner. Some things are hard, like even to smile for a picture, or when you're talking to him, it has to feel it. But you'll see a lot of smiles from him out here because he feels it. He loves riding. This is his sport. This is his free to be me time. It's something fun for him, and so it doesn't really seem like therapy at all. It just seems more like play, and Miss Lee is very good at that. That's him walking. When he's on a horse, he's walking. It gives him all the input he needs. It just aligns everything. And the amazing thing about it is, if there's something I need to work on, like drinking from a cup maybe, or maybe his tongue is doing that again, like a tongue thrust, that's what you want to work on it right after you get off the horse, because that's when I see the most benefit, because everything's ready for it, for the lesson. So I think that's real critical about riding horses.
I started at Joyride as a volunteer. I was a sidewalker, and I came because I was drawn to the horses, and I was drawn to, special needs kids. And then I found like a family here with the volunteers, and I was going through a hard time in my life, and this was more like therapy for me. I just kind of made it my home, and then my son was diagnosed with cancer. He was 3 years old at the time. We had a really rough, probably 18 months with him. I had so many friends that I had met here that had really become family to me, and they were in the hospital with me, and Joyride came and visited us while we were there. I spent 6 months in the hospital with him. The light at the end of the tunnel for us was knowing that when he got well enough that we would be here and he would be riding.
I was going to volunteer at a place like this because I know the bond that comes between the students and the horses, and what these horses do for these kids. But you see that look on their face when they get on their horse and it's their horse, and it's very, very special. When you see a person who can barely walk or barely get on that horse, all of a sudden get on that horse, and they have such a feeling of, something that they're really doing. They're successful at it. And then you see the growth that these people make, and that is what is amazing. When you come out here and you give of your time, whether it's one class or maybe doing 2 classes or whatever, for that period of time, no matter what is going on in your life, all of that it just totally goes away. The donations are very important to Joyride. Just come here and spend a little time. You see your money at work.
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. Proud because they're obviously showing growth and development, which it's awesome to see it happen. It's given them a lot of confidence.
Skylar is autistic, and in addition to everything else, she's gained friends. Making friends for somebody that's autistic is huge, because she's met people here, and some of the other kids that she's met either here or other places riding are just more insistent that she answer. like an adult won't make you answer, but a kid will walk over and say, I said hi, Skylar, you have to say hi. So yeah, it really is helping her. And the little one has cerebral palsy, and she didn't have a lot of strength, shoulder to hips. She couldn't stay on the horse even 45 minutes in the beginning, but she's gotten way better.
I started out as a sidewalker, and I had enjoyed that very much, but I also saw what was going on inside a building here with a group of students, and I thought maybe I could use my skills and talents better for the students inside, and I was really impressed. Asked if I could volunteer for the JRC prep program rather than the sidewalker. With just the facility itself, it brought me to understand the fact that these students are constantly learning and they give so much to the community. I just felt like sometimes they're overlooked. Older children are, just as important as the younger children, and they need your love and attention and patience as much as the younger child. The lessons we learn here and are taught are basic life skills, work ethics, how to work together in a program that builds friendships and common bond between the teacher and the students. Each time I come in, I see a bigger confidence in the students themselves. They're very proud of the work that they can do. At the end of a day where we've worked really hard, I can go home and I can say, well, I've worked really hard, but I know these students have worked really hard too, and that must make them feel a sense of accomplishment.
I'm very proud. I'm very proud to be able to give back to students of a similar nature, because it gives the students a sense of ownership. It gives them a variety of skills that they can be better citizens in the community. It means the world to me. Come out and visit us, please. You'll fall in love with it.
That's it? Awesome. Yes, that was so good.